Best whole body fat loss exercises. What are the best whole body exercises? And why are whole body exercises the best? Simply because they target more muscles than isolation exercises and therefore generate a higher metabolic and hormonal response. This is very important for losing fat, even though it doesn't get a lot of attention. Basically, the more muscles you can target, the higher your body's hormonal response will be. Also, you will have far more energy when you only focus on one exercise that targets 7 different muscle groups, as opposed to 7 exercises that target just one. By the end of your routine, you will be drained and the last muscle groups will suffer. So what are the best exercises? Squats, deadlifts and the bench press are the top 3, simply because they target the most different muscle groups. There are many variants of them, but if you do nothing but focus on these 3, you should see some significant improvement. Many successful bodybuilders only do these so they don't waste energy on meaningless exercises. What's the truth about failure training? This is where you go until the point where your body can no longer do a repetition in good form. It often gets hyped as the ideal workout for losing fat. But does it live up to the hype? In many instances it does not. While it does work at first, there is a lot of evidence to suggest that it severely taxes the body's nervous system and ultimately results in total burnout. The other problem is that you also are not exercising your muscles as much as possible. You see, each of your muscles has a certain amount of fibers. When you only do one set to failure, you are only exercising them one time. However, when you rest for just 2 to 5 minutes between sets, your fibers can easily handle another one. Therefore, by doing just one rep, you are not working them as hard as you could be. When you do more than one set, you work your fibers more thoroughly. But don't forget to lift heavy weights. Why? Because the body is made up of 2 kinds of muscle fibers, type 1, endurance, and 2, explosive. What a lot of people aren't aware of is that your fast twitch or explosive muscles, type 2, are the ones you must focus on for fat loss. There's only so much fat you can lose by exercising the endurance ones. How do you focus on the type 2 muscles? By lifting heavy weights. Lifting lighter weights generally does nothing more than increase your endurance. This does very little for your fat loss. While there are many different whole body exercises, squats, deadlifts and the bench press should be at least part of your regime. And try to do multiple sets with each. This is more effective than going to muscle failure.